leave a comment being like, been there, done that, like effed over. So anyway, Marlon, I'm at the curtain, right? And I'm like pumped, right? I'm ready to go. You know when you got that like, not gonna check my set list. I got it. Right? Like that.
I'm gonna wing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Club promoter comes up. Hey man, Bill Burr just walked in. He's gonna go on before you.
Oh my God.
I was like, huh? Like, talk about all that adrenaline.
They shouldn't have told you that.
Just dropping out of my body.
Yeah.
Bill Burr goes on. He doesn't do 10 minutes. He doesn't do 20 minutes. He does like 30 to 40 minutes.
Damn special.
Absolutely destroys the crowd. Kills it. Kills it. He's an Irish white guy from Boston. What the hell am I? I'm the same thing.
Yeah.
So, the host...
Oh,
yeah.
I see now.
So, they bring me up right after. People think the show's over. They're leaving. They're already walking out.
Oh, God.
They're paying the check. Like, hey, who had the jalapeno popper?
Yeah, wait, no, there's one more Irish white guy from Boston.
Guys, no, when the host handed me the mic, he's like, I'm sorry. Like, he's like, there's nothing you can do. And I got like 20, 30 people there just to see me. And you're hearing like the dragging of chairs across the floor. Hey, you going to O'Brien's after this? You go to like, yeah, where'd you park? How?
Interesting you tell that story because it's that two things about this story. I go to this open mic once a week and it's exactly like that. It's I go to it because it's easily accessible. It's open till 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. So you can do comedy even if you get out of a late night work shift. But the crowd is so distracted that it's exactly what you're saying. You're hearing conversations, you're hearing chewing, you're hearing drinking, you're hearing cheers. So it's like that throws you off your game because you're there to perform your set. But when you don't have the engagement of the crowd, it kind of makes you feel insecure and like you're not hitting things with your chest because you're just thinking that no one's paying attention. So the fact that you're getting ready to go on stage and you see this big venue clearing out, that's gonna throw you off.
So disheartening.
Not to you're trying not to piss your pants. You're focused on your urine.
I have bladder issues.
You're focused on your bladder. Now you got these people clearing out, and Bill Burr just brought the place down. Now I went to the show called Don't Tell Comedy, and it was $25. Surprise guest was Bill Burr.
Oh shoot!
He goes on.
That's a good ticket for $25.
$25. It destroys the place. Another comedian that I had never heard of goes on after him and kills it. And I'm like, that's the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, Bill Burr just got on, destroyed it, and you came on after him, and as if the show was going, he just put on a killer set, killed again right after him.
Crazy.
So it's like I've
Do you remember that guy's name?
No, I don't. I'll ask my brother to see if I can pull up the ticket and see.
Bill Burr had him killed.
No, but that's crazy. You mentioned that because it's like that does throw you off. You see people clearing out, it fucks with your head, and then when a comedian does so good that they kill the crowd, you gotta reset the room a little bit. So you have to come in and do some work and kind of like reset everybody's attention to fit your narrative and fit your style of comedy because it's kind of like two DJs playing at a party. You gotta switch the equipment around. What
I wanted to touch on too, what just popped in my mind, it's psychology.
Yes.
And it's like that, what's it called, mob mentality.
Yes.
So when the front row is clearing out,
yes,
the back row can't see the show, and now they're thinking like, all right, well, now we got to race to the parking lot to get the valet, because now it's going to be...
Because they got the sitter at home waiting.
Yeah. So whenever a promoter or booker, whatever you want to call it, says, you're the headliner, buyer beware. Sometimes, like when I was booking shows, people would be like, can I go on first? Because sometimes the opener has a better... easier path than the closer.
Everyone's excited. Everyone's they're not exhausted. They're not over it.
Yeah.
But the opener also has to set the tone.
You see, and that's a great point I want to get to. Crowd work. Live or die by crowd work.
Oh yes.
Like when you're the opener, hey, how's everyone doing? Y'all ready to laugh? You can come out with that. When you're the mid card, you can't really. Hey, we still hanging in there? Like, we still got some energy.
The Titanic, are there any survivors?
Because some of these shows, as you know, they're marathons. They go on forever.
You can only laugh so much before you get to the point where you're just so spoiled with the comedy that they can be funny, but you just laugh so long.
It's great. No, it's not you. It's me. I'm tired.
That's an important part of comedy. You have to understand when it's you that's bombing, or when it's the crowd that's either exhausted, not engaged, or because sometimes you'll say something to the wrong crowd and it doesn't work, but it'll work let's say you go on another night and you're the first one, it'll probably work. Then things work out at different times. So just because you bomb one night doesn't mean you're gonna bomb again. It's just that day wasn't your day. You come back and try to get it from a different angle, and you'll nail it.
And that's the other thing too. It's like it might just be that the crowd is exhausted.
Yeah.
And that's why when I was booking shows, I never booked more than 6 acts.
Yes.
That is like, you get 10 minutes, that's an hour and 10-minute show.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
Yes.
Your audience has had enough. When you do these, these mics out here, they have like 50 performers.
Yeah, and then also on top of that, you need to understand that even within your own set, you have to control that too, because you can't have that many jokes where they're laughing. It's I learned this thing called the art of the pause. You have to pause after your jokes to give the crowd an opportunity to laugh, and then pick up again after they're done laughing. Because if you don't pause, you move on to the next joke. They're not processed. They haven't processed it. They're not ready to move on. So you have to just keep them at your own pace. And if you make them laugh too much repeatedly, they gas out. It's like a sweet science of boxing. You have to just control it. You're the person in control of the show.
I'll give away some of the secrets. And look, I'm not Kevin Hart or anything, but it's like you said, it's timing.
Yes.
And you can't step on your own joke.
Exactly.
And I would do that stuff too, because I was always like, because in comedy, if you don't know, you get the promoter be like, you got 7 minutes.
Yes.
So you're like, I want to get out as much as I can in 7 minutes before I get the light.
Yes.
Don't rush it, guys. Just, hey, you prepare 10 minutes worth of set. If you get through 5 minutes of what you think are jokes, that's a good that's a good set.
Yeah.
What you think? What your girlfriend is forced to laugh at. You ever do that? You ever bring like a girlfriend in your set entirely who's just ripping on her?
Yeah.
And after she's like, that was cool,
I had exactly that. But my girlfriend likes to be included in the material, but she doesn't like when I'm just like if it's negative, where it's just like put it.
My girlfriend sucks in bed so bad,
Yeah, as long as it's cute, it's cool. But anything that's just like, if there's a joke in it, she's cool. But if there's no punchline, I'm just talking shit. She's just like,
you're just up there smoking a cigarette. This girl's a bitch.
Yeah, like that. If there's some funny,
because she always wants money.
Exactly. That she's not on board with.
We should bring that back, like that misogynistic comedy.
What's up with these broads? Am I right? Where did they get off?
What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You told her twice.
That joke is not allowed at one of my open mics, because one of the mics I do, it's ran by a female comic. There's no DV jokes and no rape jokes.
I'm glad you pulled that thread. So I was killing it in New York, and all my stuff was like they called me racial, not racist. Obviously, well, I'm not racist, but I get the humor in race,
Yes.
So I was doing all that stuff. I had hours of Asian jokes, okay? So I get booked out in Japan. They fly, I got a visa, everything, right? I had my own show, I was in commercials, all this crap. And they loved the Japanese jokes. Japanese have that like depression, whatever, humor. They loved it. And of course I hit the American stuff too, I was always like the ignorant tourist or the dumb American, or, I made fun of myself too.
Yeah, self-deprecation that's a good one.
So my visa's about to expire. I'm killing it in Japan. So I'm like,